All right. Um, Hi, welcome back. My name is Maurice Jackson, and I'm going to be doing a Bible reading and explanation on the book of St. Luke, chapter 17, verses 20 and 21 from the King James Version. And it says, And when he was demanded of the Pharisees when the kingdom of God should come, he answered them and said, The kingdom of God cometh not with observation. Neither shall they say, Lo, here, or Lo, there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. And that was the book of Luke, chapter 17, verses 20 through 21. And so what that means to me is exactly what he said. The kingdom of God is within you. So, uh, and what exactly does that mean? It means a bunch of things. It means that God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. When God made man, he made the priesthood right there. And so, as you all know, in the Holy Bible, you give the priest your offering. You give your offering to the priest, and the priest offers that up to God. So, Jesus Christ is our high priest, but God also called us priests. So God himself gave us an offering to give back to him because he loved us so much. And that offering is inside of us. That chrism, that Christ oil, that Christ, that Jesus Christ, that rhesus factor is inside of us. And that's what he gave to us. And that's what we have to spend the rest of this life giving back to him and telling other people that that's what's inside of them also. So you cannot let someone into heaven. God is God. You can't determine if someone goes to heaven or not. So killing somebody is one of the worst things you can do because you took them from outside of their heaven. You snatched them out of heaven because heaven is inside of them also. And their blood leaked because of you. So Cain killing Abel was really, really bad. Um, that's the same thing with intercourse. Who are you to go into heaven because somebody said that you could, and because heaven is inside of her? How could you just go and just jump into heaven without God's permission? That's why you need to be married. And so that's what that says to me. That's what that says to me. The kingdom of God cometh not with observation, meaning you can't see. It's not a place that you can see. It's a place that you can feel. Neither shall they say, Lo, here, or Lo, there. For behold, the kingdom of God is within you. So it is something that is inside of you. It is something within inside of you. So you can say like your oil, your blood, and your water. That's one concept of heaven. All of your organs, that's one concept of heaven. All of your veins, that's another concept of heaven. All of your limbs, that's another concept. Your bones, that's another concept. Everything. And so people say the body as if that's different than the organs. You really only have three heavens. You have you have your bones, you have your muscles, and you have your organs. And then you have the oils inside of there. You have four. You have your oils inside of there that keep those intertwined, like your oil in your blood and your water and things like that. And so you aren't to let somebody into heaven because that's your piece of heaven, and you can't jump inside of somebody else's heaven because that's their piece of heaven, and you can't do that without God's permission. You can't do that. It's not legal. And so you can't kill people. You can't bear false witness against another piece of heaven. You can't covet another piece of heaven. You have to honor your father and your mother's heavens. You can't say that somebody else is the ruler of heaven. You can't have idols. You can't have graven images. You can't do that because you are a piece of heaven. You're a piece of God. You're a piece of God walking around, and you have to behave as such to be seen as such. So that was just a quick little lesson. And so I learned things while I'm talking to you guys too. So I kind of maybe rant and go on a little bit, but it's a learning process and it is an explanation for all of us. So I love you and peace be with you.